Hallöchen, ihr Lieben, und willkommen zu Part 2 des Events Ausflug der Poesie. Ich glaube, so hieß das Event. Wir müssen jetzt zurück zum Veranstaltungsort und ich habe nicht mehr viele Tage Zeit, es sind nur noch 4 und ich habe weder hier das Event beendet noch auf meinem privaten Account. Meine Güte, ich brauche einfach mehr Zeit, ich brauche mehr Stunden in diesem Leben. Okay, aber wir kriegen es hin, Let's go. Oh, Leute, ich habe nicht lauter gestellt. Verdammte Kiste. Ich wusste, irgendwas habe ich vergessen. Na, wir gucken mal. Wird schon gehen. Bei Sucrose, wo ich das auch einmal vergessen hatte, ging's auch.
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme. The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala is pairing couplets.
Oh mein Gott. Nee, danke.
Pairing couplets. Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry. Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest boars and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take inspiration from the wide world around
Ich hoffe, ich muss
you,
das nicht wirklich
you'll find
machen.
it's not so difficult after all. The two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry. To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
An inspiration walk?
Mika, ich will dich haben.
Simply mean wandering around in the wild, taking in the scenery and pocketing any poetic thoughts. Of course, to all our friends, old and new, please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead, and if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face. In short, please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations and fill your imaginations with the most
Lauf,
pleasing
kleiner Mann,
poetry.
lauf.
We will all reconvene here tonight. Traveler, can you round up Singcho, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent? I have a favor to ask of you.
Okay,
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
kein Problem, Babe.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Nach einer Weile gelingt es dir, alle zusammenzubringen. Und warum geht's immer so schnell,
Each of
Mann?
you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I ran into, and now we're imposing.
Keine Sorge, kleiner Mann.
Please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can.
Tante
to
Annie
improve
macht das schon.
cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
Besides, investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a report to the Knights of Avonius is also part of our job. I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look for new cocktail ingredients. Just think of it like an outing with friends.
Es ist nichts Falsches daran, sich helfen zu
The
lassen.
way I see it, you should just humbly accept their willingness to help.
All right. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into
Kannst du mal aufhören, kleiner Freund?
You mean to cover more ground?
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the Poetry Gala. If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique
Dieser
poems?
Lizard, der taucht aber auch überall auf. Habt ihr das eben in der Ecke
But
gesehen?
how do we decide who goes in which group?
Why don't we draw lots? Yeah! That'll make things even more fun!
Drawing lots? But what if I end up with the Liyue crowd, and I can't think of anything to say to them?
Oh, Mika.
The slips of paper here. Who wants to go first?
Ich!
Paimon wants to go first!
Ja, war mir klar, dass Paimon zuerst will. Deswegen habe ich direkt mitgerufen. Alle ziehen jeweils einen Zettel.
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona, and Chongyun in one group, and Singcho, Mika, and Noelle in the other.
Okay.
What a relief. At least I'll have no L.
Oh Mann, mach dir nicht so
Then
viele
I come and place
Gedanken.
myself at your instruction.
Oh, I don't think that won't be.
I also await your guidance.
Kein Grund, so förmlich zu sein. Ich freue mich schon auf den Ausflug mit euch.
Take care, everyone. See you all tonight.
Goodbye!
Did anyone forget to bring anything? If not, then let's get going.
Let's get started!
Are those ears and tail real? So fluffy.
Na, Kumpel.
Miss Diona, is there some place in particular you would like to go?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Los geht's, der Inspirationsausflug beginnt. Ja, zeig uns den Weg, Teamleiter Chongyun.
Captain.
Aha,
Hey, quit messing around.
na komm schon, sei nicht so. Let's go. Oh mein Gott, schau! Sorry, Leute. Ah, ich liebe diesen Dude, ey. Oh mein Gott. So, wartet mal ganz kurz. Ich habe nämlich wieder etwas vergessen, aber das kennt ihr ja nicht anders von mir. Badabadabababa, tada! Aber es müsste eigentlich gehen. Mir ist das ja schon einmal passiert. Und im Nachhinein, ich habe euch ja dann alles vorgelesen, aber im Nachhinein war es eigentlich okay. So, oh mein Gott, wo parken wir am besten? Wir gehen von hier aus los. Heuer! Ach ja. Aha, was machst du da? Oh, ist ja gut, lass mich in Ruhe. Ich hab nichts getan. Oh, what? Wo? Ach, da. Hello? What? Lass mich in Ruhe. Warum bist du so schnell? Oi, ei, was ist denn das hier? Was dreht ihr denn? Ups. Oh. Leute, es ist früh am Morgen. Ja, ich hatte noch keinen Kaffee, nichts, gar nichts. Denn ich weiß ganz genau, trinke ich meinen Kaffee und so weiter, dann bin ich eine faule Socke. Ich bin nämlich sowas von faul, Leute. Vor allem, wenn ich nicht arbeiten muss.
Right over there, next to the water. That's where I saw it. But it was a little foggy at the time, so I didn't get a clear look.
The view from here is great, but there's kind of a gloomy atmosphere around here. Is this the kind of place you like to take a walk?
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to train.
Train? Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
Ja.
I always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity. I've never actually gotten a
Es ist
chance.
so traurig, dass er so traurig darüber ist.
He has pure yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide. Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Your physical constitution is far rarer than the technique still passed down by exorcists today.
My boy!
You should treasure it.
Conqueror of demons.
Is that a friend of yours? Yep, this is Xiao, an adeptus of Liyue. An adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before. Hello, Mr. Adeptus?
Just call me Shao.
So, are you here to train too? Or are you out for an inspiration walk?
When I heard about the exorcist's encounter, my suspicions were roused. That's why I'm here. I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drag even the Conqueror of Demons into this.
I have already patrolled the area.
Sorry,
and
ich
found
fuhr mir hier
nothing
gerade ein
amiss.
bisschen rum.
Either the anomaly you encountered
Ich
was
hänge
no
fest.
evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
If there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Moment! Gehst du heute Abend mit mir aus, Bro? Ha? Okay, macht mit und nehmt auch an den Ausflug teil. Komm schon! Komm mit!
Come! There's no one else
Komm mit
around
zur
here
Mama!
anyway, so you don't need to worry.
But
Ja, komm schon.
I would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Xiao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
Hehe.
Fine.
Okay, das war ja einfach.
This is pretty shy. Or maybe all the Adepti in Liyue are like this. Team Changyun has a new member! Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that
Hey, wir haben
Adeptus
doch schon
Xiao
gesagt,
is
du bist der
joining us, If
Teamleiter.
anyone's team leader, it should be...
Don't overthink it! Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients? Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I'm here. I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true? I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try.
Uh-huh. Julian chilies. I'm not sure that would taste very
Renn,
good.
Kumpel, renn!
Really?
Ich kann auch nicht Scharfes essen.
Perfect. Let's go pick a whole bunch of them.
What the...
Okay, lass uns ein bisschen was suchen gehen. Wo
As
müssen
well
wir
as
hin da?
Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Are those really fit for human consumption? This is starting to sound like something Xiangling would make.
Oh, wartet, mein Team hat sich geändert. Das habe ich nicht mitbekommen. Verdammte
my boy.
Kiste.
Ja,
Ich habe nur eine Ahnung, wie man Schau spielt. Schau. Oh, ja. Geile Ratte.
okay. This should be
Den habe
enough.
ich so lange gespielt gehabt. Das glaubt ihr
Diona,
nicht.
You seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, they just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil. So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah. Because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
But how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks,
Tja, das ist
it
genauso
must
eine
taste
Fertigkeit wie bei
absolutely
dir,
vile,
mein Lieber.
surely.
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now. Then you'll see.
Kumpel, ist er überhaupt
No,
schon
no need.
18?
Just you wait.
Oh no.
Warte.
Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
Ist er schon
If her
erwachsen?
claims are
Ich weiß
true.
es nicht.
Perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see
Gebt
how it
Kindern
could have
kein
anything
Alkohol.
to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power? Maybe an evil spirit.
No. I sense no trace of the demonic. in her,
Yeah. Schüttel den
although there are traces
Speck.
of something else. Something rather special. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
Oh boy. Look at that color.
Ich würde sowas von rennen, alter Schwede. Ich kann schon Jung absolut
What's wrong? You're
nachempfinden,
not allergic to anything, are you?
wie er sich fühlt.
Don't worry. There isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog
Uah.
legs.
Surely there's no way this can possibly taste good.
Ihr müsst euch nicht zwingen. Ciao, yeah, du mutiger Boy.
Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh, great. If the conqueror of demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to refuse. Oh.
Bitte stirb
Onion
nicht.
drank his too. Is he gonna be okay?
This drink is...
Delicious!
Yeah!
It does have a touch of Jueyun chili.
Oh mein
but
Gott,
it isn't at
wie
all
süß.
overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me. It's crisp and refreshing with just a hint of numbness and the Jueyun chili flavor.
Warte,
combines
lass mich
with
das
the fruit, but
aufschreiben.
not slimy texture
Vielleicht
of
können wir
the
das
crackling.
als,
It's a heavenly mixture.
als so ein
And
Poesiereim
the slimes.
verwenden.
Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure
Okay,
and
chill.
earthy taste. Like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup. Amazing.
Wow, ich glaube,
Simply
der ist high.
unbelievable.
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime. Oh, I failed again. But wait. What's going on?
Ja, der ist voll drauf, Mann.
Quiet up until
Oh,
now.
sorry, ich hau ja gerade alles um. Alles in Ordnung?
I'm great, and I gotta try another. Diona.
Oh mein
please, one more.
Gott! Der hat einen Zuckerschock oder so. Sag mal, was hast du denn da reingeworfen? Auf eure Anweisung hin Bestürner zur Erfrischung.
Oh. Okay,
Yo,
I think I've calmed down a
bist du
bit.
wieder unten?
I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
It's fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first.
Ah, das lag doch an dem
looks like this purity of
Schärfegrad.
spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Changyun are actually kind of similar. Xiao? What's wrong?
Gibt es ein Problem?
Look over there.
Wohin? Ich sehe Wasser.
You mean the leaf?
Oh, okay.
Something's written on it.
What? You can see that from over here?
Heben wir es auf und sehen wir es uns erst einmal an.
Oh yeah, or it'll get swept away.
Naja, du kannst schwimmen, Paimon, ne? Nein, kannst du eben nicht. Ich muss das ja dann wieder alles machen. Okay, was steht denn da? Liebes Tagebuch.
There's a poem written on it. The conqueror of demons has truly amazing vision.
Let Paimon see.
Gedicht auf einem gefallenen Blatt. Okay, wie kann man so viel auf einem Blatt schreiben? Das ist nicht möglich. Aber okay. In jeder Nacht hat der Sternenhimmel so geduftet wie ein Blumengarten, und die Sterne waren wie Bienen, die sich in der Nacht an Wein und Träumen labten. In jener Nacht waren wir so unreif wie die Tautropfen, das Mondlicht floss wie seidiger Honig, der an der Quelle unserer Worte versüßte, doch ich wandte mich ab und verließ dich, und die Worte in meinem Herzen blieben unausgesprochen. Seit jener Zeit glitzern die Sterne nicht länger, und das Mondlicht ist scharf wie Eis. Tief im Wasser habe ich sie verborgen, aber dennoch sehe ich sie immer vor mir, deine Tränen, wie sie in die Quellen tropften. Uah, das ist mir zu kitschig.
It sounds like the author is writing about the first time they met their true love.
Although the following lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf? The flowing waters are ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current. This poem would likely have vanished into the void had we not found it. It makes no sense to me.
Gedichte dienen manchmal nur dazu, Gefühle auszudrücken. Ob ein Gedicht gelesen werden kann oder nicht, ist nicht so wichtig.
That's true. I've heard Xingqiu say something similar before. When there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as poetry.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little. So, that means that our mystery poet was probably hoping that someone would read it, right? You think? Then, should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Why not go upstream?
Upstream? Why?
The ink looks fresh. It can't have been written too long ago.
Oh,
This
okay.
withered leaf floated down with the
Detektiv
current.
Schau ist auf dem
If we
Weg.
travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
Cool! Aw,
Okay, Paimon,
But how do we
chill.
make sure that they'll receive it?
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Surely at least one of our leaves will find a path.
Either way, it's our only option.
Then let's make like a tree and head upstream!
Let's go! Dödem, 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 dödem. Wartet, wie weit muss ich laufen? Oh mein Gott, nee, da renne ich aber nicht hin. Er hat gesagt, nur flussaufwärts. Ja gut, das kann eine sehr große Größenordnung haben, aber ich dachte, das wären wir ja dran. Hello, wer war das hier?
Upstream, upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet?
Ist bereits geschrieben. Antwortgedicht auf einem gefallenen Blatt. Die dunkle Nacht kann das Licht der Glühwürmchen nicht verdecken und fließendes Wasser kann hartnäckige Steine nicht wegwaschen, wenn die Worte fortbestehen. Sind doch die Gefühle unverändert, denn solange sie nur felsenfest sind, können auch winzige Dinge der Welt trotzen. Möge das honigsüße Mondlicht euch ein weiteres Mal in seine Arme schließen. Okay. Leute, ich kann damit nichts anfangen, ehrlich nicht. Ich bin absolut kein romantischer Mensch. Obwohl ich den Spielen manchmal süß finde. Also das werdet ihr noch feststellen. Im wahren Leben definitiv nein. Manchmal in Spielen, dann mache ich so ein Oh, aber kommt selten vor. Danke für euren Ratschau. Ihr scheint diesmal ziemlich proaktiv zu sein.
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word. We mourn the loss of things unheard.
Ja. Warum versucht er nicht auch ein Gedicht zu schreiben? Ich erzähle jetzt hier noch nichts. Ich weiß nicht, ob das alles noch mal kommt.
Nor knowledge of poetry.
The leaf's in the water! Look, it's like a little boat!
Goodbye!
Merrily down the stream, life is but a dream.
We should probably pick up the pace.
Ich habe
We
gerade
still have a few more
sorry.
leaves to
Es
set
ist so
afloat.
früh am
and we
Morgen.
need to get back before it gets dark.
Okay, let's go! Uh-huh. What's this? You two having a private chat?
Ja, das sah eher so aus, als würden die sich
No,
gleich
it's
knutschen,
nothing.
alter Schwede. Das war
I just
voll
hope
innig
this
eben.
isn't all in
Heiß und
vain.
innig. Lass uns mal lieber weitergehen, bevor ja noch irgendwas passiert. Vor einiger Zeit hat eine andere Truppe... Okay, spielen wir jetzt die andere Truppe? Okay. Okay.
The scenery here is quite beautiful.
Würde mich nicht wundern, wenn wir
Let's pause
gerade
here to
die
seek
Blätter
some inspiration.
austauschen, dass die eigentlich die
Should we set
anderen
up camp?
gewesen sind.
Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
Okay, let's go, Noel.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay. Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby to ensure this area is safe and see if I can't scavenge
Leute,
any fire or
chillt.
food while I'm at it.
Wait, reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and plan our route forward. It's the
Aber
foundation of
Shincho.
all operations while out in the wild.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt this complicated? They're acting like this is completely normal. Am I the weirdo here? In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Oh, okay then. Crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk. Should I
Oh mein
mention the snow?
Gott, Leute. Warum sind die denn so cute?
Then leave the camp to me.
Ja, bitte bau aber keine Festung, okay?
So, Singcho, do you, go on inspiration walks often, or
Das ist so
I
awkward.
do. I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home. So I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
cool. Oh, over there, firewood.
Oh mein Gott.
Rain outlines
Ich
the
habe
fort.
Mika noch nie gespielt, weil ich Mika gar nicht habe. Wie geht der denn? Mika, wie funktionierst du? Kannst du mir das mal verraten? Okay, ich habe keinen Plan hier, ne? Ich hänge fest. Komm schon. Ich habe keinen Plan, wie er funktioniert. Hauptsache, er schießt hier mit so einem Dings, mit so einem Bolzen. Danke. Sammle Zutaten in der Nähe. Okay, weiter geht die Fahrt. Dudum, dum, dum, dudum, dum, dum. Da hinten. Ich sehe es doch. Sammle frische Beeren. Erledigt. Und nu?
With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent
Junge, wir
lunch.
wollen hier keine 5 Tage
You've got
bleiben.
quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while, not too long ago. I was in charge of surveying and mapping.
Oh? You sound like a character from an adventure novel. Charging across the world, sword in hand.
What? No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that. If I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart. As long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounded pretty profound. Well, I've never even thought about any of that before.
Hello? Are you okay? Maybe we should return, lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
Oh, sure.
Oh, ich dachte, wir teleportieren einfach wieder zurück. Mann, jetzt muss ich echt zurücklaufen. Dabei bin ich doch so ein faules Mädchen. Mann. Noelle, die hat tatsächlich hier eine halbe Festung gebaut. Was zur Hölle? Xingqiu hat doch gesagt, nein. Sieht aber nett aus. Sogar mit Verzierungen. Wow. Nice.
But you're back. Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
No
Warum
need,
sind die beiden
thanks.
so niedlich?
All clear. There's no danger in the vicinity.
Sie zünden ein Lagerfeuer an und beginnen mit der Zubereitung des Essens. Schon bald ist ein köstliches Essen fertig.
Noelle, your cooking is amazing. Every single dish is so tasty.
Truly astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
So just don't get caught.
Ja,
Anyway,
einfache
what
Lösung,
new
nicht
interesting
wahr?
come up while
Lass
you
dich
were out
einfach nicht
scouting?
erwischen.
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to be a hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
Ja, Noelle ist eine richtige Heldin. Meine
You're
Güte, die
always
hat so
happy to help
drauf.
everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondstadt. Oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road? You cut it in two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible
Sie kann
martial
alles,
prowess.
boy. Sie kann alles.
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do. Finding inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far, all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch. I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at Core Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
Oh, hat sie das Blatt hineingeworfen? Oh, sorry, ich knall die ganze Zeit gegen mein Mikro. Ich weiß nicht, was heute los ist. Habe ich irgendwelche Aggressionsprobleme am heutigen Tag? Hey du, wartest du auf ein Blättchen? Das kommt gleich. Dauert noch einen Moment.
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Boah, die Augen.
Allow me
Die
to
sind zu
introduce
hell.
ourselves. I am Xingqiu, and this is Noelle and Mika.
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday. Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Kelly Rowe.
Warum habt ihr mir alle so krasse Namen an?
Kelly
Ich kann sie
Rowe,
nicht aussprechen.
Are you from Fontaine?
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels. Amazing! So you're a natural poet.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh? Are you sure?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
Well, I'd personally like to hear Miss Callie Rowe's couplet. I'm sure I can learn something. Well, if you're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
Die Gruppe geht redend und lachend zurück zum Veranstaltungsort. Fenty! Ich hoffe, ich krieg dich noch. Also, wenn ihr dieses Video seht, vielleicht habe ich ihn ja tatsächlich. Oder auch nicht.
Huh? The others have yet to return?
Come on! Let's hurry!
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet. We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted.
Wird man auch vom Fliegen müde?
Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up. Sounds like someone needs to exercise more. Huh?
What?
You
Wir
guys
rennen den
having
ganzen
a
Tag durch die
dream while you were
Gegend.
out?
Indeed. This is Kelly Rowe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello, but you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Look who we got!
Und weg ist er.
Xiao? Where'd he go? Xiao, come on out!
Lass mich in Ruhe, ich bleibe hier oben.
Now that we've all regrouped, let's... Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host.
Oh nein, was treibt sie?
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hootal's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware.
Für
That was
wem?
not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Ja?
The rest
Oh
of the
mein
is as
Gott!
exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
Oh, rede mit mir, Kumpel.
Oh boy! Now this is a surprise.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Big Heart.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli?
Warum krieg ich denn heute alle sexy Männer ab? Wo ist Kasua? Wo ist Kasua? Mein Best Boy Number One.
He's extremely erudite in
Der
many
fehlt
different
noch.
domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhongli, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless.
Hör auf zu reden, lass ihn reden, bitte.
Celestial orbs
Ich
to the
liebe
terrestrial
seine
orbs,
Stimme. Die ist so
spanning
sexy.
modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic. He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert, and so we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director exaggerates. I am but
Sorry,
vaguely
Leute.
acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Equal numbers on both sides. Huh? Are you counting me too?
Mach mit. Es wird Spaß machen.
Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
Okay.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala. Also, I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage.
Okay.
Well,
Wird
how
sie
about
jetzt
this?
gerade auf ihre Größe
I'll join in as
reduziert? Das
well.
ist wirklich
Director
nicht nett.
Hutao, here to help out in your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team. What about me? Shall I keep track of the score? No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
I concur, Director. Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti. No problem. Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Woo! Ich habe keine Ahnung davon, aber
Perhaps I
yeah!
could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something.
Okay, hau raus. Ich habe nämlich keine
Surrounded
Ahnung.
by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow! Changyun completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair. The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene. The other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Oh, süß.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. All right then. I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun. Flesh confined to Chingsa. Spirit
Das ist doch nicht so
striding high
kompliziert,
on
Leute.
Julian's
Was ist
clouds.
los mit euch?
Oh, Chongyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
Hat er ihm gesagt, you
This
dark
conjures
horse?
the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jade
Ja,
stone,
Noel!
dressed in finest silkwear. Lucent heart still beats within me now. Wow, how did Noel do that?
A superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects, truly the work of a skilled poet.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk. I'd like to start the next couplet.
Okay.
Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup. Lotus seed and bird egg soup? What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
Ich hab's. Los,
North
hau raus.
beyond the star
Was, der
planet,
redet?
South across the windswept plains. Just for berries squeezed and mint infused.
No wonder everyone praises the traveler
Wow,
so
das
highly.
ist so selten,
You
dass
answered
er mal
so quickly.
spricht.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Does this mean I helped? Meowsa!
Ja, das war eine große Hilfe. Danke, Diona.
Hey now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the
Ja, aber das ist nicht seine
You want me to try
Art. Er
another?
mag es halt.
Qingxin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingshin? This is a hard one to match.
Das Ching von Ching Ching bedeutet Herz. Okay. Aha. Ich hab's.
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream. Does that
I'm
really
made of
match?
this. Who am I to
Since the suitability of the
disagree?
match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Qingshin?
Blütentraum ist eine Art Dessert.
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
Eigentlich schlafen wir nachts friedlich, weil Chao da ist, um alle zu beschützen. Ah, was ist denn das hier für eine Atmosphäre, Leute?
Then I agree. The two halves of the couplet match. This point is well deserved.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Oh,
square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice decorate with cuboids of meat.
Huh? What the?
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict
Ooh,
pairings make this
okay.
no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Blah, 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 blah. So verbose. Zhongling, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Chill dein Leben.
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
Ahem. Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in 2 styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15
Die hat's so
steaks.
drauf.
At dinner, I sizzled the lots. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pot.
Huh?
So that's a pedant's couplet. Paimon thinks she can do that too. I thought of one. Wolf hooks can't hook Baron Bunny.
Okay.
That's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Oh mein Gott. Wo kommst du denn plötzlich her?
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically 1 word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this Mondstadter's got talents.
I'm so relieved I at least managed to get one.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs. Wow, Noelle came up with another one! Come on, match the couplet. Paimon knows you can do it.
Warum versuchst du es nicht, Paimon? Oh, jetzt wird's interessant.
Do you really think Paimon has
Ja,
what it takes?
versuch mal dieses inkohärente Reimpaar fortzusetzen. Ordne einfach jedes Wort einzeln an.
Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl.
Los, hau raus, Paimon.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the storm.
Klasse, Paimon. Woo!
Really? Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea. Really? Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
Inmitten des Gelächters erwärmt sich die Atmosphäre immer mehr. Der Moderator verkündete das Ende der Veranstaltung für diesen Tag und die Menge zerstreut sich widerwillig. Meine Güte, warum muss ich immer so schnell lesen?
Match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right? I really enjoyed myself too. Oh, I never knew Liyue's couplet poetry was so much fun. You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
Oh, was ist los? Siehst du, ich schwöre es euch, sie ist diejenige, die das mit dem Blatt gemacht hat.
Are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask.
Bleib Single.
All of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
Ja, habe ich. Nein, ich habe es noch nicht gelesen. Das Herz der Quelle, da kann ich mich nicht dran erinnern. Wir tun einfach mal so, als hätten wir
I
es
haven't actually read it.
gelesen.
My dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy. Oh, yes. The story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up, and began to develop feelings for the Spring Fairy. But the Spring Fairy didn't understand human love, and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so, I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
Oh mein Gott,
The
Noel.
Spring Fairy left the boy and was never heard from again. Ah, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man, but he never stopped believing that the fairy was real and not just a dream.
Sounds like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the Spring Fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again? If she ever had another chance?
Ihr ahnt doch das Gleiche wie ich, ne? Dass sie die ist... Ich habe mich nämlich schon wegen der Augen so gewundert. Denn normalerweise haben doch diese Wasserelemente diese Art der Augen.
Oh, sorry. Oh, maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the Spring Fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right? I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Oh mein Gott, das wird ja auch schlimmer.
Do we have to share our own poems with everyone?
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for
Hallo, ich nehme alle Plätze.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly? Aren't there any requirements at all?
It's as free as the winds that blow. And there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Whoa, that's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels, or maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon.
Rede lieber über das Essen, Paimon.
Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write. Oh, yes. I'll be there.
Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to privately
Du willst doch nur an einer Weinflasche nuckeln, mein lieber Freund. Auftrag abgeschlossen. Und damit haben wir Part 2 beendet, meine Lieben. Jetzt fehlt nur noch Part 3 und dann ist dieses Event auch leider schon wieder vorbei. Also dann, meine Lieben, bis zum nächsten Mal. Bye, bye.